Hello, welcome to another video. Umut here. Today I'm talking to you live. I'm not doing a voiceover later at this part of the video because I wanted to come back with where to find the inspiration series that I am doing because I got good feedback from you guys, and in this video I want to cover magazines. Sometimes you buy magazines and there are sceneries and pictures, beautiful things in it, and I think we can find inspiration for our art journal pages in the magazines easily. I have my Daphne's diary here, which I'm a fan of. I subscribe to this and it comes every, I don't know, maybe 2-3 months, I'm not so sure, but I'll put the link down below for you to see. They ship worldwide, and this copy is £6.99, and yeah, you can buy it individually too, I guess, and there are other things in her website too. Anyway, this issue came yesterday, and the moment I looked at it, this cover inspired me so much to art journal immediately. And there are other beautiful pictures in it too. I'll do a flip, but I'll show you. Even if you, for example, buy a knitting magazine, normal magazine, fashion magazine, you can be inspired by the colors. You know, I sometimes even go to the store and flip through magazines or look around. Even the card stores, they have beautiful cards that you can be inspired, and you don't need to buy. Sometimes, to give you a tip, I take pictures of the cards that I like, the colors or the composition or anything, and then I come home, I create my art journal pages inspired by those. So inspiration is everywhere. You will see that I will recreate this cover quite similarly. I have some ideas. I love these colors, and this teapot is amazing, and this wardrobe with the brushes I like, and I think they sit well with the gray background, so I'm going to replicate that too. I'm going to cut out these hearts and we'll see where it goes. Let me flip through this really quickly so you can have an idea as well. I'm going to just arrange the view a little bit so that you can see the double pages. Okay, I think we are in the area. So lots of images that you can be inspired. It's about crafts, food, travel, covers a large area, even fashion a little bit. This is, even you can use these images if you are doing a winter page, for example. I love these balloons, or you can cut them out, and this is a vintage photo that you can cut out as well. There are many things that you can use images, and she made a card. She put a thick thing that you can turn into a card, and I'm going to use this as a pattern, for example. And look how many images you can use. You can, if you have a small child, you can cut these for her or him, and they can play with the dressing up. I loved these when I was a kid. I had many of them. Very nostalgic. And you can use these for you, like they can be fussy cut. Plants, and yeah, lots of food related things. Look, this city image is also amazing to be used. For example, architecture magazines are very good to use for art journals. They have a lot of visuals, buildings. These brushes I'm going to use at some point, and I love this little goose or duck, and there's a little mouse. Yeah, this can be a totally different art journal page. There are stickers here, so you can peel them off. Again, some. Yeah, this is crafting. She shows. There's a winter poem here that again you can use in your art journals. Just cut it out and make it a winter page. Let's see here. There are houses, like very long, black and white to color. You can even use them black and white. I'm going to do something else, like I'm not gonna color little by little. Bird here with the pumpkins, autumn page. Another bird here so they can complement, a couple more pumpkins, and another bird here, so 3 birds already. And these cups are, I think, fantastic to cut out as well. There's a tag here, another tag, another tag. There's this woman here that is very suitable for art journals. And also this, look how nice. There's this to be fussy cut, and this is fantastic. I'll definitely use this whale with carrying the houses on top. And yeah, the musical instrument, I think this is a really great scenery to put in an art journal too. And the vintage visuals, these two. I think this issue specifically is so full of many visuals, lots of things. Look this as well. You can do many things with that beautiful pattern. And lots of food. There's a silhouette here too, and a visual that you can color, and this is a great pattern to use. And also the envelope, maybe I will use it, I'm not sure, let's see. And she put these patterns like so gorgeous for you to cut out as butterflies, but you can obviously cut out as whatever you want to. You can cut them out as flowers, leaves. Amazing, I love this one. And this is all watercolor. I wish these were separate so I could use both. This as well, so colorful. And these two. And look at the birds here, how beautiful, aren't they? And this as well. I really love these pages, and I think that's it. Yeah, and there's also here you can color and your vintage images more for mini journals. I think they fit. Yeah, you can even cut out this heart or even the flowers. So I think it's very juicy, full of many things. And I think any subject, yeah, there are loads of craft magazines out there, fashion, architecture, interior design, plants, that can be very good inspiration for your journals. So I'm going to firstly cut some images here and then come back to create our journal. So here I am with my cutout pieces. I'm going around the pieces with a black marker tool. Just don't forget it so you don't have the white edges. And I'm going to just do a background before I stick my images, of course. As I said, I'm inspired by the gray color. So I took my Arteza paints and the gray one because that's what we saw in the magazine and I like that combination. So I'm using my brayer, mini brayer, to use my paint, spread my paint on the paper. I didn't prime my page. There's no gesso on it. You can gesso, it doesn't harm at all. And maybe you use less paint if you use your gesso because the paint won't soak into the paper. But I was lazy, so I didn't prime my pages. I took this beautiful blue color as well, and I'm going to link it down below the products that I'm using on my page, and where to buy the Daphne's Diary magazine. There is international shipping available, and that's how I buy it as well online. And I think I subscribed, so it comes to me automatically. And meanwhile, I'm just working on my page with three colors: gray, blue, this beautiful blue, and white. There was no blue on the magazine, but that's my touch, let's say. And I'm just keep layering it over and over, and you see it's very random texture, which I love. And I'm using my jelly plate as well to just print some color on it. It's very easy to do some layering with the jelly plate. Actually, you just apply it wherever you want and you get some random texture that you cannot get if you use your brush with acrylic paints. As you see, I'm just applying a little bit on my jelly plate and printing it back in my art journal. And again, coming to the products, I'm going to put the links for Arteza. These are craft paints, very suitable for mixed media. And don't forget to use my discount code. I'm going to put it down below as well. I am applying a bit of powder. This is a powder pouch. If you write in Google, you can find everywhere. It's for embossing. If you apply it before, it prevents your embossing powder sticking in other places that you don't want to. I'll do some embossing with my script stamp. This is from Penny Black. It's one of my favorite script stamps, but there are many out there, so check them out. I'm using my Versamark and doing some random stamping there. I'm not being precise, this is just for the background. And afterwards I'm going to use my WoW embossing powder in white, bright white, opaque bright white it's called, and just put it on my notebook. As you will see, it will only stick to where the Versamark is. I have this paper pad from ages, like few years. It's from Prima. It's a vintage looking pad, 6x6. I'm sure it's not available now because it's been a long time, but I will use it as a base for my teapot. I thought I need to make a table for the elements to stand, so I'm just going to cut it. I think the colors stand out very well against this gray background, and you see the bomb embossing at the back. It looks fantastic and it will create a very nice contrast. After I cut my paper, I'm just going to distress it a little bit with my distress tool so that it's not so rigid. You can easily use your scissors to do that distressing thing. You don't need to have this tool. I just have it, so I used it. I'm using my matte medium to stick these papers, and I just cut them, cut the excess. Now it's time to glue down my images. This is my teapot that I cut, and it says all you need is love, and tomorrow is Valentine's Day and today is Galentines Day, which is more important. Friends are the best thing in life, so valuable. So thank you for, I wanted to also say thank you for being friends to me, leaving comments and being supportive. I love this art community. and keep coming, keep watching, keep creating art. It's a beautiful thing to connect people, and I'm so grateful for it. So while I was talking, I also did some stamping with the same script stamp over this table or platform with gray, so that all the background seems in harmony, because there's script in the other side and it was a little bit empty. And I'm going around with this gray stamp from the edges too, so they don't stand out as white and crisp. There is this heart is hanging, the envelope over the heart is hanging with a string, so I want to continue that string with a real string, so I just glued it down. And I'm going to use these little micro beads to give some texture on the page as well. It has a vintage look, all this teapot and stuff, so I think it will look nice. These are white, pearl white, so it also makes it more cohesive with the white script that we see at the background. These beads are from the darker arts as well, but micro beads are everywhere. Lots of brands have it. So check out what's available to you and what is cheap, because it's not such a special thing. There are lots of them. And this is a craft string. I thought it would be nice. Still I am not comfortable with this area being so empty, so I want to have more texture on it. I'll just glue it down. These extra visual texture elements look really nice, and I'll just glue it down with my matte medium, and I made a little bow on one side as well, which looks super cute. I don't have tons of strings, but I just keep a few useful things like white, black, craft color, these natural strings. I think they are very versatile, and I'll just stick one pearl in the middle of it. It also matches the little beads, they are pearl color too. So it creates again a kind of continuation, cohesiveness on my page. And I think we need to do some sort of shading. I took my Stabilo All black pencil. This pencil writes over everything, including acrylic paints. It writes over plastic too, so it's very handy. It's one of the must craft tools, if you ask me. So I'm just going over my image, all my elements, and using my water brush to activate the pencil and create some shadow around my images. You can also use your watercolor pencils if you have, doing the same thing, or ink pencils. Derwent ink pens, for example, will do the same. You can use your Faber-Castell pit brush markers, Stabilo markers, not alcohol ones, ink markers will do the same. And as you see, I'm reaching for my Faber-Castell pit brush marker now to do some black border all around the edges, to just put a nice frame on my page. I'll also use my Arteza white gel pen. I keep saying this is the best gel pen out there, white gel pen. They were out of stock, but check out often to see if they restock. There's a package with 3, package with 12. I got the 3, but I would recommend you to get the 12 so that you don't chase after it anymore. I'll do the same when they are back. I'll buy the 12 pack so that I have it for a long time. And I did some white splashes, as you see. And the page is finished. I'm super happy with it. It's very cute and colors popping. I hope you enjoyed this video. Happy Galentines again. And I hope you have a lovely weekend with your loved ones, whoever they are. And Don't forget to subscribe, like or comment on my videos. That's how I know you like them. And here is my Instagram page on the screen. There I do flip throughs of my mini journals that are not yet on YouTube. They will be, but if you want to see it beforehand, check it out. Thanks so much for watching and see you next time.